Good evening, everybody, from Jackson High School, Mill Creek, Washington. Scott Oshman along with Ron Henthorn, executive producer Todd Elvig. Tonight, it's playoff time, Ron Henthorn.
District 1 playoff time, 4A girls basketball, Scott.
Tonight in the red, you're seeing Snohomish, the Panthers, and the Timberwolves. In white here, Jackson Timberwolves coming in as the second seed from the 4A South, facing Snohomish, the 3A seed in the 4A North. And these teams played on January 7th, and it was a heck of a ball game, 49-47. Jackson barely won.
Real close game by 2 points, and Jackson's got something to prove tonight because they're coming off their final regular season game with a loss to Kamiak. So,
yeah, it will be a big test for Jackson. Jackson getting a big a loss earlier that we'll tell you about just in a second. Right now, we're going to pause for the national anthem. Okay, the Pledge of Allegiance, we're back. Snohomish, Jackson girls, we got playoff basketball all over the city. But telling you a big deal for Jackson, the Timberwolves, and first-year head coach Mark Hayner, Faithaline Lopez Flores, the 5'7 junior, averaging 15 a game, Ron. She had an injury against Linwood, I want to say, and has been out, and that has been a big loss and a big recovery here for the Jackson girls.
Should make a difference tonight, I think. Should make a big difference tonight, I hope.
We're glad you're with us as the tip goes the way of Snohomish. And with the ball right there, it's the Harwood sisters. You have Shaylee and Kaylee back out. There's Shaylee. She goes to Armbruster. She misses that shot. Bailey Armbruster, the senior. One thing about Snohomish, they have had all kinds of adversity this year, losing some players to injury, other circumstances. There's only one player, and I think it is Bernston, number 14, who's carding right now, Sierra Anderson, who's played all game, 15 games.
I think you're right there. Snohomish kind of pulled it together here the last 4 or 5 games of the season, coming really strong. Challenging Arlington, challenging Everett, challenging Jackson. So
they lost to Arlington 30-20, but had a huge win over Everett. As Kingma dials it up, doesn't have quite her legs under it. It's an air ball. Anderson from the other side, no good. Big rebound by Madeline Smith, the 6'1 sophomore. Snohomish now coming down in the Travel Reds. This is District 1 playoff basketball. You get it in low to Bernston, and she will go to the charity stripe.
Nice feed in there from Madeline Smith. She should have had that basket.
Clinton, her first foul of the night. So Ken Roberts, Snohomish boy, done a great job this year as she hits the first of 2. Hannah Bernston, she's averaging just under 5 a game, Ron. Really the most consistent scorer. She hits the second.
I believe she'll do more than 5 tonight.
Kingman now on the right side, of course, the heralded senior heading to the University of Washington on scholarship. Clinton now gets some time. That's a high bouncer.
Madison Pollock with that board.
This one obviously important to each team. Other playoff action tonight. We'll try and update you on scores. That's back over to Armbruster now to Bernston. Up high to Smith. Looking for it. Shaylee wants Bernston. She drives right, and she's going to get called for an offensive foul on Clinton.
And she did.
Just a sophomore, Amari Clinton. And Bernston's got to watch the fouls, Ron. Don't want to get her in any type of trouble. Big screen. Wow. By Boyd. Drives in. No good.
No good.
Another rebound by Smith.
Well, you don't want to take a screen against Emily Boyd out there.
No.
It's like running into a wall.
Up top for Snohomish. Down low. Driving. Pollock can't get it. Gets a rebound. Goes up. No good.
Oh, too bad.
Oh, and Boyd gets hit in the chops. Going back the other way, Clinton. And Madison Pollock is going to catch her on the arm with a foul.
Madison a little bit upset about missing those 2 layups under the basket right there.
Easy, just on the doorstep. Probably wants those back. The high-flying Timberwolves, Ron, they score average 60-plus a game. That's going down a little with Faith Aline. Here's a long ball by Anderson. Front rim, no good. Rebound, tough rebound in there.
Wow, quick jump called out of that. Possession arrows going to Jackson.
That senior 22 in the white, Anna Johnson, going up strong, but not strong enough. It's tipped out. Kingma from the corner. Can't find the range so far. Early going. 5:31 in the first quarter. Big turnover. 2-0.
Nice play by Hannah Burnson to get that ball off the tip there.
And Johnson going to get called for the foul out front. Shaylee Harwood will take it out on the other side of the court. First quarter, low scoring, 0-2. We were looking, Ron.
Yeah.
Snohomish, they do not score a lot of points.
They don't, but right now they're leading this game.
They are 2-0. That's all that matters. The high score in the season for Snohomish, 63 against Everett. Otherwise, it's been around 20, 25. Nice pass inside. Cannot get it to go for Smith. Tough rim down here, Ron.
Yeah, Snohomish missed a couple easy layups down there. But no problem because Jackson hasn't put anything in yet.
No. Amari Clinton having to take over the duties. Nice defense on Kingma.
Oh.
Rebound by Johnson, goes back up, and they're going to call Callie Harwood just into the ball game. The older sister, the senior, 5'9".
Calling that on.
And they are calling that on Callie.
Are they? Or on
22, yep.
Yep.
And the first points of the game by Jackson are from Anna Johnson.
And all the points are free throws.
They are everything. Nobody hitting from the field so far. And she drains the second. Tied up 2-2, 4:51 in the first quarter now. Full court press by the Timberwolves. Pollock, the tallest, one of the taller ladies on the Snohomish team, 6'1". Down low, good defense by Kingma. But Bernston gets it back, finds a driving, puts it up. That's Callie Harwood. Well, that was kind of the undershot, Ron.
The underhand throw up.
Was that the Barry free throw? Kingma the other way, flies in, no good. Boyd not happy, thought she was fouled.
Nice board by Shaylee Harwood on that one, too.
Shaylee coming down, and bodies are flying everywhere. Boyd down again, leaves Madeline Smith wide open, and she finally finds the nylon. 2 points. Snohomish up 6-2 early going. Anderson stops, drops, and teardrops it.
So now they finally found a shooter out there.
Sierra Anderson, a strong varsity player, going to be playing college basketball. There they want the foul. Down low, goes into Callie, rubs it.
Wow,
can't get it to go. She wanted the foul, Ron.
She got fouled, but didn't call. Letting a couple things go on that.
Kingman now gets a big pick from Boyd, right elbow. Kingman not feeling it early here. Another big rebound by Smith. It's knocked out by Boyd. Got lucky for not a cheap foul there. Emily Boyd, number 44 for Jackson, a junior. See how head coach for Jackson, how deep he goes on his bench. Jackson likes to play run and gun, Ron. Ooh, almost a travel there by Shaylee Harwood. Pollock drives hard to the rim. Yes!
Rolls.
The sophomore Madison Pollock finally finds the grease on the cylinder.
Got the lucky roll.
Left-handed, and Kingma makes him pay the other way. First points tonight for Kelly Kingma, who averages almost 19 a game, Ron. And with that, we'll have a timeout on the court.
Kelly getting warmed up there.
It's going to be a barn burner. 8-6. Snohomish up. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. You're watching Jackson basketball on the Snohomish Times Sports Network.
Well, after 4.
Our exclusive streaming video broadcast here of playoff basketball here, brought to you by McDaniel's Do-It Center in downtown Snohomish. Yeah, Jackson, Ron, wants to run. They'll press. 90 minutes of havoc. Snohomish, though, doing a pretty good job so far tonight, breaking the press across the timeline. Harwood, Callie, 22 in there, out to Smith. Round the corner, 14 on the shot clock. Callie fakes, now drives in, gets caught up by Boyd. A late blocking foul on Jackson. What do you think, Ron?
Wow, that was it was a late call. She did get bumped, but sometimes that's kind of when they let go a while ago, and this one they called it. So
the sophomore, Amari Clinton, that's her second foul. Callie Harwood misses the first, and Boyd will take a seat, and that'll bring in Kip for Jackson. Emily Kip. Can't get the second one. Big rebound by Pollock. Back out. Armbruster inside. Now kicks it out. Pollock.
That was a
can't
three
hit
ball.
it. Kingma rips it away. 1 on 3. 2 on 3, maybe. Errant pass, and they're going to say that didn't touch anybody, as Anna Johnson was flying to the ball, but thought a Panther tipped it.
Kelly thought she was breaking to the ball, but she didn't break.
2:22 left to go here in the first quarter. 8-6 Panthers with the early lead here at Jackson. Great back cut by Madeline Smith. And she's going to head to the line.
I think she got fouled by Anna Johnson. Yeah, and she's got 2.
Boy, Anna Johnson cannot afford, the senior can't afford to get in trouble. Free throw not hitting there. 6'1" sophomore Madeline Smith. This Panther team young. Amari Clinton takes a breather. Along with Shaylee Harwood comes out. And Katie Brandville, number 3, the freshman, Ron.
Looking for big things out of Katie. She's going to move the ball and go fast.
Smith misses the second. Long range pass. Locknanen. That's a deep 3. Just a bit outside, but a rebound by Jackson. Back up is Sierra. Sierra Anderson, her second bucket from the field. She's feeling it. Tied up 8-8 now, 1:43 first quarter. Pollock drives coast to coast. Can't get the handle.
Man, she got fouled, though.
Boy, late whistles here, I'm noticing early on, Ron.
Wow.
That's her first for Sierra Anderson. Sierra coming into tonight averaging 16 plus a free throw line for Madison Pollock. 2-point lead now for the Panthers. Another high pick, Sierra Anderson. Left side, great bounce pass to Johnson. She had a bad angle. She'll go to the stripe. We're going to see free throws all night long tonight, Ronnie.
That's going against Madeline Smith. This is going to slow this game down a lot.
And that's in favor, I think, of the Panthers.
It's the 9th foul of the night here.
Boy, it is quiet here when they're at the line. When the home team is on the line, it is quiet. quiet, Todd Elvig. You might have a whispering play-by-play.
Yeah, well, we don't actually have a large crowd here tonight. Not
We
much.
don't.
You can probably see across the field on the camera. Not many students
Well,
out
you can
here.
see behind us. Anna can't get the second one to go. Good rebound there by Callie Harwood. Now the freshman being tested, trying not to go in the trap. Anderson gets it. Anderson comes back off the pressure. 6 points leading everybody. Sierra Anderson ties it up 10-10. Branville, the freshman, now gets help from her teammates. Splits the court. Madeline Smith now to Callie.
Only way to beat the press is to pass the ball.
Harwood in 9 games. Kingma with a steal. She gets hammered by Callie Harwood.
Wow.
That's Callie's second. And Kingma heading to the foul line. Kelly Kingma having a rough one here early from the field.
Not feeling it from the field.
But a lot of times defense and free throws can get a shooter going, right, Ron?
Right. She's got the free throw, first one of those, so got a steal, got a fouled, and get to the free throw line, get those points up there for Jackson.
And she is the engine. That one bounces out. Big rebound there by Smith. Back up to Pollock. Pollock now going to take the lead. Gets it barely in.
Almost.
Across the timeline. Pollock deep three, no good. Back rim. Chasing it down is Anna Johnson.
25 seconds in the first period left here, and the shot again.
Sierra now, man. Sierra Anderson way downtown.
Puts Jackson up by 4 here as we approach the end of this first period.
14-10, 11 seconds to go. Sierra Anderson with 9 of the 14 for Jackson. Good up and under by Smith. Can't get it. Pollock at the buzzer, maybe. No, front rim. Tried to get it. The save there by Ambrewster.
And Madeline Smith missed another easy layup down there, which those were really hurting Kelly.
Kingma.
Oh,
boy, she put some juice behind it.
She got it beyond where she wanted it.
After one, Jackson storming back 14-10 on a Sierra Anderson 3-ball. We'll be back right after this. You're watching playoff basketball on the Snohomish Times Sports Network. Back, glad you're with us. Second quarter action. Scott Oshman along with Ron Henthorn. Ron, all kinds of basketball at the other school. We were fortunate here to have Snohomish Jackson, been covering them all year long. Glacier Peak taking on Marysville Pilchuck tonight in the boys 3A district playoff game.
Over at Glacier Peak High School, hoping to hear update a score on that sometime from a call in here.
That would be great. We'll try and maybe we can coordinate that at halftime. Pollock around the rim. Harwood in low now. 13-7 on the shot clock. Great feed and dish. And Hannah Bernston with 2 more. She's got 4. Back the other way is Jackson. In low. Kip. Can't get it. Pollock another rebound, but the pocket is picked by Kingma. Good hustle play, just can't quite grab it. Woes out of bounds, it'll be Panther ball.
Lots of excitement by the coaches on the bench here.
You can feel the intensity. We might not have a huge crowd here at Jackson High School tonight, but I tell you, these girls are going at it. It is playoff basketball. Inside against Smith. Tries to fake up and under. She finally gets it. Good offensive move by Madeline Smith. 4 points for her, the 6'1 sophomore.
Good patience by Madeline that time to make that shot.
Johnson with the screen. Anderson goes right. Dribble drives.
Kelly.
Right give and go to Kingma. That is good inside the arc, but watch out if Kelly gets hot.
She had lots of time on that one.
Nice, almost just kind of a pick and roll to the side. Didn't go to the basket, went out to the wing. Pollock now trying to get it in. Now the defensive pressure stepping up by the Timberwolves.
Inside to Madeline. She gets fouled from behind.
Ooh, fans questioning that, Ron.
They'll always question that when it looks like they hit the ball, but when they go from behind, they're going to get called 9 out of 10 times.
And 22 is that they said that against Callie. Or excuse me, 22, that's Anna Johnson, her third. That's trouble.
Yeah.
And they want a timeout. Jackson, the home team, up by 2, 16-14, 6:23 left in the second quarter.
We could invite anybody that's watching to give us a call if they want to.
And what phone number would they call there, Mr. Elvig?
425-327-0859. Call in if you're watching from another state or even if it's another city.
What's that number? 425
327
0859.
0859.
We're taking calls on STSPN right here.
You'll be live on the air.
That's right.
Just like you're in the booth with us.
Breaking ground as usual is our executive producer, 5-tool player, Todd Elvig. So Madeline Pollock, the sophomore, boy, she has played hard down low, Ron. Should have about 8 points. Hits that one.
Madeline Smith on that one.
Oh, did I say Paul? I apologize.
Yeah.
Madeline Smith, my mistake.
But Madison Pollock's been playing hard.
Yes, she has. I got Madeline, Madison. I'll get them right at some point.
Drops them both.
Nice swish.
And we're tied up again with 6:22 left in the second period here.
Tell you, Snohomish doesn't know any better. That Jackson's on paper maybe supposed to win this. Again, with Faith Aline out, you see Kingma slice and dice. Boyd up top, gets it back to Kingma. 11 on the shot clock.
Kingma should have taken the first one, took the second one.
Yeah, can't get it to go, but a nice big rebound by the Timberwolves. Anderson again.
Well, if Kelly can't hit him, give him to Sierra.
Sierra Anderson, I'm not sure she's missed 11 points for the 5'6" senior. 18-16 now, Jackson up by a bucket. And there's a turnover by Snohomish. Kingma falling to the ground, nowhere to go, but picks it up. There is Locknane, Drew Locknane in the ball game, a sophomore. Misses that shot. Be Jackson ball out of bounds. Team fouls, Jackson with 6, Snohomish with 5. Having trouble finding somebody. And it's a turnover on Jackson. 5 seconds. Wow.
That doesn't happen very often.
Armbruster takes a seat and they get Callie back in. Harwood sisters, senior and sophomore. Pollock took it coast to coast earlier, faces up. Back into Smith, outside, yes! Shaylee Harwood, her first 2 tonight.
3.
Oh, was that a 3 ball?
A 3 ball.
Boy, I got to get my eyes checked. Where's Tim Boyd on the Lasix? Anderson, that's her first, one of her first misses, I think, but Boyd there for the pickup.
Emily Boyd got that rebound without even jumping, just fell in her hands.
1 point lead for Jackson, trying the inbound to Pollock. Kingma going to get caught for the foul. That's her first tonight.
That's all the way up to 7, so we're going to shoot this one. 1-1.
Jackson going far in the district. Locknane sits down. Pollock can't get it to go. Anderson Ooh, Clinton wide open. Waits for the Boyd screen. Now she goes right, double teamed. Clinton front side. Another big screen. Boyd, they play her high. Spins, looking for the rub off. There she gets it. Anderson in the weeds in traffic. Can't get it. Tipped
Madeline Smith.
by Smith.
She's
She's a beast on the boards, Ronnie.
Yeah, we were keeping track of rebounds. She's got a dozen probably by now. And some of them were her own.
That's right. She tipped it herself. That's a good stat stuffer. Pollock feeling it. Front rim, no good. Rebound, Boyd. Kingma coming the other way. Kingma always looking to break. Clinton fakes. Drives on Pollock. Now she'll go back out, but she likes it. That's it. 2. Amari Clinton. Snohomish coming in conference 7-7, 9-11 overall. Jackson 11-4 as Smith gets it in low. Can't get the runner.
Just got it off the rim again.
Kingma 1-on-2, likes it, flips it, and she'll go to the line. The little circus flip.
She knew she was going to get fouled, so she did anything but, throw the ball at the basket, see if it'll go in.
I have a feeling she has practiced that many a day with her brother, Dan Kingma.
Probably learned it from Dan.
Probably did. Again, 11-4 in the conference for Jackson, 15-5 overall.
Oh.
I am literally the only one in the building talking when the Jackson player is at the free throw line.
they're twins now, so don't be sexist now. Maybe Dan learned it from her.
That's true, and I remember doing a post-game interview with Dan Kingma, saying if the boys took on the girls, who would win, and
he didn't want to say.
He didn't. He was politically correct. Yeah. She hit both of those.
Just one.
That's what I thought. 6 now for Kelly Kingma. 0 for 4 in the opening quarter. Now she's got a Pollock. They're going to let her go. Can't get at the runner.
Too hard off the glass there, Ed.
Boy, if the Panthers were to finish. Clinton left hand. Great defense by Smith. 23-19. Picked up by Clinton. She gets it to go. The hustle. The payoff. Amari Clinton. A little spark for the Timberwolves.
All because Kelly Kingman knocked the ball away from Madeline Smith there when she wasn't looking.
Timeout on the floor, 3:07 left to go in this first half. Jackson with a 25-19 lead here in playoff basketball.
6 points, biggest lead of the night. I can say that, right?
That is, biggest lead of the night.
Oh.
Jackson, boy, they run into, they are unfortunately, they're the second seed in this tournament because of Linwood. The Royals, #1 in the state in 4A, lost to Cleveland early on in a big showdown. And they have gotten, every time they've gone up against Linwood, boy, it's not ended well. Losing 85-43, they've just gotten smoked.
They have. And speaking of Linwood, everybody expects to see Linwood and Cleveland right back down there in the Tacoma Dome.
Yeah, that's the probable like-up. If you look at your brackets, you can get that, and it's a good time to mention our friends at WescoAthletics.com. Any rosters, brackets, girls, boys, 4A, 3A, Wesco Conference, WescoAthletics.com.
Boy, good thing Madeline was tall. She'd have lost that inbounds play.
Pollock, get right. Inside, a bouncer right there by Smith. Smith starting to feel it. 8 points for the sophomore. Kingma, elbow no good. Another rebound. Boy, Madeline Smith, just a powerhouse end-to-end tonight, Ron.
Yep. Scoring and rebounding, big time. To keep her in the game.
Had it for a second. Back to Bernston, near side. Tipped. Nice job by Kipp, Emily Kipp. And there's Clinton for Jackson coming down 1-on-3, loses control.
Oh, they're going to call a foul in there, but I'm not sure I would.
That's what we like to call a bailout foul. Shaylee Harwood, her second.
Jeff McCullen thought that was a foul, so it must have been.
Well, he has a better angle than we do. Both teams down the bonus run. 2:22 left in the second quarter.
The question will be, how are they going to handle it in the second quarter? Because I haven't seen a whole lot of substitutions.
Right. See if they can run. Jackson traditionally, again, 60 plus. They've scored 80 was it 85 points in a game?
Usually a big score. Usually hitting a lot of outside shots, and they're not getting them to do tonight. Oh, easy.
Great interior pass from Harwood to Smith. Doesn't get the reward, but she'll head to the line.
Going to get 2 and could have got 3.
Emily Boyd, her first tonight. Again, lots of other great baskets going on.
Madeline drops the first one.
Smith, 9 points.
Great baskets going on. You said great baskets going on.
10.
Oh, sorry, great basketball going on tonight. Excuse me. As she hits the second one, 10 points for Smith, leading all Panther scoring.
10 of the 23 Panther points.
Amari doesn't like it. Now she likes it behind the arc. Too much.
Scored by Shaylee Harwood. No press this time.
Kind of laid off that. Wonder why.
Well, it hasn't really worked.
Pollock. Yes! Madison Pollock.
And that puts Snohomish up by 1.
Snohomish leading early in this ball game by 2. Then a big 3-ball by Anderson for Jackson got the lead. Shot there by Kip.
Should have been a foul in there by Emily Boyd. She was all over the back.
Panther with another rebound. 1:06 left in the second quarter. 25-26. The Panthers hanging on one. Their lead here. Late in the second quarter, under 55 seconds. 10 on the shot clock. Callie Harwood from 3. No. But Smith, another big rebound. Pollock, free throw. Yes! Good passing by Snohomish.
Finding the open player. That makes good sense.
35. She spins, turns, no good. Tries to tip it, but again, Smith with another rebound.
Cleaning up the boards.
22 seconds on the game clock. Snohomish 28-25 now. Right side, no good by Bernston. Rebound, Smith, yes!
She's a scoring machine out there tonight.
She is.
Down
12
to the last
points.
3 seconds and a big 3 up and no good, and that should do it.
And that will. But the visiting Panthers come in here at halftime, and they take Jackson here 30-25. Some good first half District 1 playoff basketball. Jackson going to go in to halftime regroup. If you want to call in and talk about tonight's game, 425-327-0859. Call right now. We'll get you on the air.
Well, Jackson winning that first period in the scoring column, and Snohomish winning it big in the second column, ending up here at the halftime score with Snohomish up by 5, their biggest lead of the night for Snohomish. So going into the halftime, there's going to be some adjustments made, I think, by Jackson. They don't like to go in down.
No, and I wonder why he pulled off the press. It seemed to be productive.
Slowing him down, but didn't seem to work as good as he wanted it to. So
Sierra Anderson carrying the big load for Jackson, 11 points so far. Kingma, a slow start, but she started to heat up, 6 points. Big concern, 22, Anna Johnson. She's got 3 fouls, just 2 points tonight, Ron, and that's a concern for the Jackson Timberwolves. On the other side, the Panthers, Smith, and more Smith.
Smith and Pollock is the game tonight.
Madeline Smith with 12 points, Pollock with 9. 2 sophomores, 6'1". Should we don them the Twin Towers, Ron?
Well, they're the tallest girls out there at 6'1", so they got to do something.
We'll be back with second half action right here on your only place you can find live streaming Division District 1 playoff basketball. We'll be back. The Snohomish Times Sports Network. Good evening again. Scott Oshman, Ron Henthorn live here at Jackson High School. We're at halftime just a couple minutes before the second half. The visiting Panthers from Snohomish with a 5-point lead, 30-25.
Much to the surprise of the Jackson fans and the Jackson team, I think, Scott.
I agree. Again, Kelly Kingma, the leading scorer, first half, she was slow to get warmed up, 6. Sierra Anderson kind of bailing it out there with 11. But we'll see what the adjustments are for first-year head coach Mark Hayner for the Jackson Timberwolves. Our exclusive coverage here of playoff basketball is brought to you on STSPN.com by Awesco Septic, awescoseptic.com, 888-488-5588. 24 hours a day, Ron, 7 days a week. It just doesn't matter. Call them anytime, any day.
And you know, Scott, I had a good idea the other day. If you haven't figured out what you're going to get your wife for Valentine's Day yet, you could call Wesco Septic. They'd come out and take care of your tank for you.
That's right. Or maybe another good friends of the program, McDaniel's Do-It Center. Run down to McDaniel's. I'm sure there's great Valentine's gifts down there.
Probably have flowers down there.
Absolutely. Snohomish Bakery, Fred's Rivertown Ale House in downtown, and always one of our early family members, Ron. Our broadcast always brought to you by Kathy Salvadolina, kathysalvo.com. You can call her at 425-350-0020 or Windermere Real Estate Broker. Fantastic Kathy Salvadolina, always a family member of the program.
We got some halftime scores or updates on some of the other games going on, Scott. Do you have those?
We do. Glacier Peak right now down just after 1 is our latest from our correspondent, STSPN correspondent Tim Boyle, down 15-9 by Marysville Pilchuck winning. Big news there. Starter senior Luke Neal out tonight for some misconduct off the field, or off the court. That's a big blow.
Big blow to lose a big man on the court, for sure.
But Chris Watkins getting the start there. Also, Ferndale up 30-24 with a 1:42 left to go in the half. Boys, and Edmonds Woodway up 23-17 on Monroe. Stanwood taking it to Shorewood 23-7, and we're back to second half playoff basketball. Snohomish the ball inside, up. Can't get it, but gets her own rebound. Fighting, and she gets it. Fantastic work by Bailey Armbruster.
Her first points of the night, and she worked hard for those, Scott.
She really did. She deserved it.
Kelly open for 3, way short.
Big rebound by Boyd. Anderson takes him left. She draws the foul.
Yeah.
Sierra Anderson, the rock star. We're getting called in here from Keith Neely, another STSPN broadcaster. Keith, what's going on over there? You're at Edmonds Woodway.
We are actually up at Monroe High School. It's the Edmonds Woodway Warrior girls playing the Monroe Bearcat girls. Edmonds Woodway with a 7-point lead at the half, 24-17, and it's been a very defensive battle so far with both teams electing to go into the full court pressure. And 9 turnovers from Monroe so far in a half, 14 for Edmonds Woodway, or it probably wouldn't be as close as it is.
That's fantastic. Keith, you think we'll ever actually get to sit here at the booth together one night and watch some basketball together?
Well, you would think so. I think we need to scratch that one in on the calendar and make it so.
We do. We've got a great ball game here, 32-27. Snohomish on top right now. I want to thank Keith Neely calling in. Breaking innovation here at STSPN with a call-in, and that's going to be a travel on the court. Keith, have a great night, and we'll probably talk to you maybe after the game. We'll do a wrap-up.
You betcha. I'll give you a ring when we're done.
Thanks, Keith.
Keith Neely calling in, STSPN play-by-play broadcaster. Fantastic. Big kudos out to the 5-tool Swiss Army knife. Todd Elvig running the board. Anderson hit 2 free throws. We're talking, getting the update from Neely. Big inside to Boyd. Turnaround left her. Beautiful shot. Can't get it. Rebound Pollock. 32-27. Just opening minutes here the second half, Ron. We'll see what the adjustments are as Pollock gets a screen. Denied by Boyd. Great defense by Emily Boyd.
And he's going to call a foul on her.
Second tonight for the junior. That's what they teach you, though. Don't let her get the ball. Deny.
Yeah, that was kind of right in front of the ref there, so he had to call her. She had her hands on her.
One of the stars, number 30 in the red, Madeline Smith with 12 points in the first half. Getting a touch there. Now shot clock down to 16. Armbruster. Right. Finds Bernston. Inside there's Smith.
Yeah.
She walked before she went.
Took that extra step to get out from under the basket there.
Glad you're joining us here on STSPN. Boy, what do we figure, Todd? 80-some, almost 90 live broadcasts tonight. Anderson misses from the field.
Tonight's broadcast is number 98.
98 broadcasts. There's nobody doing that. Pollock.
Oh, Pollock again going to the hoop.
Hard to the rack. Anna Johnson, I think, is going to get that. And poor Anna, she is just not getting the groove. That's her fourth foul, and Mark Hayner's going to have to sit senior Anna Johnson, and Jackson's going to take a timeout.
And that's what we talked about earlier. She had 3 earlier. Now she's got 4. It's 5:46 left to go in this third period. A lot of game left to have 4 fouls.
It is, and that's tough she's been a big contributor this year, and that's tough for the Jackson Timberwolves. Anna Johnson, the 5'11 senior. Well, if you 90, what'd you say? This is our 98th broadcast. Well, if you haven't caught us by now, there's still time because we're going to cover playoff basketball like nobody. First order of business tonight, but Friday night from Glacier Peak High School, we'll have the 6 p.m. and 8 p.m.
At Jackson, that's going to be here.
Oh, is that going to be here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Jackson High School. So depending if Glacier Peak gets out for that first round game with Marysville Pilchuck, they were down early. It'll be the second round. And who do we think is going to be?
Well, probably be, you think it'll be Shorecrest? I think it's a chance it'll be Everett. So it's still going to be a toss-up the way things are going tonight. We don't know who's going to win these ball games because the favorites aren't really carrying it.
That's true. GP now, halftime score from the boys, Glacier Peak, Marysville Pilchuck. They cut the lead to 7, 21-28. The Tomahawks still going into halftime with a 7-point lead. Pollock hits the first one. And the second. Been very good from the free throw line is Madison Pollock. Madeline and Madison, the Twin Towers. Kingma, that's a 3 for Clinton, no good. Smith with the rebound. My first time to see live the Snohomish Panthers. I've been watching them on STSPN all season long.
Hit it. She does.
Armbruster gets it, lift wide open. And Mark Hayner not happy with his Timberwolves, 36-27, 5:22 left here in the third quarter.
And that 9-point difference is
the biggest lead
for Snohomish tonight. How about that?
Ron Enthorn doing it all tonight. They had a 5-point lead at halftime, did Snohomish, and stretch it. The defense has been suspect here for the Timberwolves, which is an interesting thing tonight. Usually they're very solid defensively.
Very solid defensively. And, Kelly Kingma hasn't contributed the scoring threat that she normally is. She's in there with only, 6 points, and it's already well into the third period. She's usually a 15, 20-point player. So that's not helping the Timberwolves tonight in the Wolf Den as we speak.
That's right, here from the Den. I mean, Kingma averaging 18.7 a night. A game, and that's going to get called for a charge. I think that's going to be on 44 Boyd. Trying to set a pick, and that's her third. Again, the junior with 2 points, but she's doing a lot of the dirty work down low, rebounding, setting picks, getting these guards open. Mark Hayner's going to have to go full court press here soon, isn't he? If this lead gets a little bit.
Yep.
Armbruster.
Something.
Pollock, 3. Got it!
Got it.
Madison Pollock, 14 points for the sophomore Panther. Kingma drives left.
And gets fouled. No basket, but she'll go to the line.
I think she tried to dish that to Clinton there at the last second.
Well, Jeff McCullough thought she was shooting, so she's going to the line.
Okay. Boy, that is the third foul on Shaylee Harwood. Both coaches going to have to go to their benches tonight. Kingma drops that first one. And Kingma can get hot like wildfire. She starts flying, from long range. And
get her open like she was on that one over there, and she just had plenty of time and popped it.
She hits the second. 10-point lead now for Snohomish.
She's probably feeling the pressure a little bit to get her team back in the game.
Comes Armbruster. Defensive pressure by Clinton. Finds Callie Harwood back out to Pollock. Boy, Pollock has done it all tonight. Inside, outside. And guarded closely by Emily Kipp. It's Armbruster. Pollock, her second three, can't get that one. Kipp the rebound. Bumps into Clinton. 10-point lead by the Panthers. A stunned home Jackson crowd here. Clinton, nifty pass. I don't think Kipp was expecting it, and Harwood there for the steal.
I think you're right on that one.
Pollock, Kingma, good matchup tonight. As Harwood looks inside, gets it on the right elbow to Smith. Armbruster from 15, not going to get it. Smith over the outstretched arms of Anderson. Harwood, Callie, good spin, not going to do it. Pushed out by Boyd. Boy, Smith and Boyd going at it. Kingma, bounce pass. Kipp, yes.
Hey, Scott, I wanted to mention that we're going to be broadcasting the gymnastics live, 21, 22, and 23, all 3 days. About 60 schools at Everett Community College in March.
Wow. Oh. That is one sport. Timeout called by Ken Roberts there, a 30.
Trying to avoid that turnover on that loose ball over there, and he did.
He did. 3:23 left in the third quarter, 39-31. Jackson, no pun intended, trying to claw their way back for the Panthers.
They are. They got it back to 8 points now, so this is going to be close down to the wire. I don't think anybody's going to run away with this game.
Some tremendous girls basketball games. You were at that Everett Siegel Glacier Peak game. Overtime or double overtime. Sarah Smith hits the three ball at the buzzer.
She did. Yep, great game to be at. And they played at the college over there before they had their new facility open. But I understand Everett has a great gym now to play in. They just opened. They played their first game in there last week sometime.
A brand new gym. We were calling David Kruger, the Herald, to get the Herald Classic there. We wanted to see Stanwood and Jackson play each other. Pollock now looks in. Smith left. Beautiful. Boy. First bucket of the second half, had 12 in the first. No answer for Smith, but a great cut by Boyd, the feed, and the bucket.
I'm not sure how she saw her. I couldn't see her from here with all the confusion going on.
Jackson, Mark Hayner wants a quick timeout as they creep here. 41-33. They can't trade baskets, though.
No.
And they've got to figure out defensively, does Jackson, the Panthers are splitting that defense right in the paint.
They are. You know, halfway been keeping track of turnovers tonight, and I've only got a half a dozen for Snohomish and maybe 3 or 4 for Jackson. So usually in a game like this, we see a lot more turnovers. Girls get more intense, get more excited about throwing the ball around a little bit, but I haven't seen the turnovers tonight.
And I think Jackson traditionally, until Faith Aline went down, they wanted a rumble-tumble, fast-paced, a lot of turnovers, high scoring, a lot of fast break basketball. Had to make an adjustment now with Faith Aline getting out with the injury earlier in the year. And I think to Snohomish credit that they wanted to slow them down a little bit, and they've been successful so far.
They have. So far, 3:02 left to go in this third period.
This District 1 playoff basketball game brought to you by WescoAthletics.com. Check out the Game Day app, WescoAthletics.com. All the rosters, schedules, playoff brackets, everything you need, WescoAthletics.com. Panthers now hanging on. It's picked off. Sierra Anderson. And what a block by Pollock.
Wow, that was a clean block.
Sierra with a great smile.
All ball.
All ball that time.
Jeff McCollum right there to see it.
Kingma behind the back. Little nifty move, but she's double teamed. Tries to dish it off to Kip.
And just as we talk about turnovers, we see one.
Kingma clapping to her teammate Emily Kip. Here's that full court press we talked about. Armbruster back to Pollock. Gets it across the timeline. Now the Jackson crowd, small but mighty, gets into it. Good great dish by Pollock to Smith.
Oh.
Ooh.
Jeff McCollum's going to call a foul on that one.
Boy, I tell you what, Emily Boyd decided to front Smith, had a great feed, and Anderson, her second foul tonight. And Smith, boy, she's been fantastic from the free throw line.
She has.
15 points. Make it 16 for the sophomore. Kingma now with 2:19 left in the third. Feeling a little urgency. Drives around Smith. Gets it to Boyd. There to pick it up is Anderson. Anderson! And they might have to lean heavy on Sierra Anderson, Ron.
Well, they have been leaning heavy on her.
They got to lean harder.
She's the only big scorer they got out there tonight.
Panthers doing a great job doubling Kingma when she comes off when she has the ball, having trouble finding it. Dart into Smith from Armbruster.
Well, they're working that play in hard to Madeline Smith in there.
Well, it's been very successful. 17 left on the shot clock, 1:51 left in the third quarter. Head coach for Snohomish, Ken Roberts, is doing a tremendous job with these Panthers. Fakes it, Pollock up.
Air ball.
Nothing, but guess who's there? Harwood. Callie can't get it.
Should have had one of those two.
Kingma dials it up, but Harwood picks her up. It's a Boyd, and she draws the foul. Good job by Boyd to get Smith in the position. Second on my count, that is
confirmed.
Madeline's second foul. Emily Boyd, the junior. Can't get that one. 4 points tonight so far in the ball game. Jackson going deep into districts last year, but they lost to Lake Stevens 55-41 as Boyd hits that. And again, the full court press for the Timberwolves. Pollock having trouble.
Oh.
And Ken Roberts bails Pollock out and calls a TO. That's a full timeout.
Wow, I thought she had it in time, but coach didn't think she was going to make it. So lucky he called it, I think. So, wow.
43-36, minute 31 left in the third quarter. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Fred's Rivertown Ale House, downtown Snohomish, top 10 places in the USA for Holiday Cheer by USA today. Head down there if you have not. A great place to eat, great place for any type of beverages, all kinds of specials. Kathy Salvadolina also proud sponsor of tonight's broadcast, CathySalvo.com, Windermere Real Estate Broker. Take care of you anywhere around the South Snohomish County, Everett, Mill Creek, Snohomish. Tonight's game also brought to you by McDaniel's Do-It Center. Montlake Terrace, just quickly here, Ron.
Yep.
They have come back with a vengeance now. Quarter number 3 up 46-34 on Ferndale.
Wow.
They were down early, 30-24. Early in that ball game, but we've got a doozy here, 43-36, Snohomish hanging to that lead. Pollock gets it to Callie, good give and go. Pollock all the way, finds another Panther, 14, Bernston. Bernston, usually a leading scorer, can't get it to go tonight.
That's awesome.
Locknane. Callie Harwood, the senior, only 2 points, but a lot of boards. She's got 2 fouls. Pollock in low.
Boy, she got fouled. She's getting fouled, and she got jumped.
Great job. Good double there. Boyd, good job by keeping her hands straight up, and then Kingma.
Yeah, they let some of that fouling go on when they get the ball down low like that. If they keep it up high, they'll call it.
43.
Another foul should have been called right there.
Anderson just heaves it up after she draws the foul.
Emily Boyd's getting away with that screen out there. She's moving screen, and she's just bouncing those girls when she moves. He should be calling more of those. She'd be out of the game if they called them all because she'd have about 7 by now.
Well, she's got 3 fouls. We'll see as we go into the fourth. 47.9 left to go in this third. Sierra Anderson filling up the point totals tonight. 16 so far for the senior Anderson.
You're run out of space on your score sheet there.
I'm going to. Again, a quiet gym when the Timberwolves are shooting. 17 now for Sierra. Harwood. Now they kind of lay off a little bit on that press. Back to Pollock. Got to get it across the timeline. Pollock does. Got Kingman. Now they double with Anderson. Picks it. Anderson almost had it. Corner to Bernston. Now back out Smith. Harwood. Fronting, positioning, posting up, turn around, too much. Boyd with the rebound.
Good defense by Boyd on that one, kept her from going inside.
43-38, Panthers hang into that lead. Their biggest lead, I believe, was 10, wasn't it, Ron?
Yep.
That one picked out of the sky by Pollock. Armbruster with 5 seconds, stops, drops, bank shot. 6 for the senior Armbruster, and that ends 3 quarters of play. 45-38, the Panthers on top of this one. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching playoff basketball on the Snohomish Times Sports Network.
I texted him and said, call in. At GP? Oh, here. I will try. I will have to step out because it's loud. And Keith just text back. He said 36-35 Edmonds Woodway.
Back here, we're starting fourth quarter, District 1 playoff game, first round, opening night. Nowhere else but STSPN. Snohomish coming into Jackson here. Had the lead by 5 at halftime, as many as 10. 45-38 right now. Big reason, Madison Pollock, number 24. Armbruster for 3, can't get it. Good position by Harwood, tipped out by Anderson. 2 on 5, finds Kingma on the left side, drives baseline, and she'll draw a foul on Armbruster. A score in from Keith Neely, 36-35, tight one, Edmonds, Woodway, Monroe at Monroe High School. Kingma driving in the paint, can't get it, gets a rebound though, goes back up on the left and she gets it. Boy, Kingma's working so hard, 10 points for the senior.
She's the hardest she's ever worked for 10 points.
Yeah, I think so. Tough assignment on Pollock. Leaves her at the 3 line and she drains it. Madison Pollock, 17 points for the sophomore.
Boy, that 3 ball is going to make a difference in this game, isn't it?
Boy, through traffic, Kingma fighting hard, weaving her way in.
I think that's going to be 4 on Bailey.
And
No, they didn't.
Who did they call it?
They didn't call it on Bailey.
They're going to call it on Madeline Smith, her third.
Well, Bailey dodged a bullet there because she fouled through. She had her arm.
You're like, as Kingma hits it again, the entire gym goes quiet when they shoot. The fouls, you're Eagle Eye Henthorne. I tell you, the foul, you're like Tim Boyle on the flags on the football field. You can see him from miles away.
Yeah, he's got laser vision.
Let's do our golf. This is golf. Golf play-by-play. Kingma gets the front end, but Sierra Anderson there with a huge rebound poked out by Pollock. Timberwolf ball.
Wow.
Great hustle by Anderson.
And the DB level moves up 2 degrees.
Yeah, it does. 48-41. 6:48 in this ball game. Winner goes on to play Friday night. Losers still in the tournament in the losers back bracket. Clinton hits a huge 3-ball. Amari Clinton quiet, but none bigger than that 3. Lead with 4 now, tightening up for Snohomish. Great defense, Kingma with the steal. Lays it up, no good, but she's going to draw the foul.
We got an injured player down here on the floor right in front of us. She hit her knee on the floor when she went down a while ago, and she got up to run.
Kingma comes over to make sure she's okay. Good sportsmanship. Who is that? That is Pollock. Is that 24? Boy, the helter-skelter defense now as the crowd is.
That was a scramble right down there.
It was. Hopefully.
We're back to golf. We have to whisper a little bit. Yeah.
It's at the 9th hole right now. He's got about a 3-foot putt for birdie.
Going to break a little right to left.
Boy, you hope she's okay.
Yeah, he hit that knee
hard.
hard.
My goodness. I'm clapping. Madison Pollock, the 6'1 sophomore, been sensational tonight.
High score here for Snohomish tonight. She's not going to like that.
Oh, boy, they carry her off. Let's hope she's okay. This Snohomish Panther team, again, Ron, people who haven't followed, they have had so many kids drop out by injury and other reasons. They've overcome quite a bit. 7-7 in conference play, 9-11 overall. They've lost their last 3 coming in tonight. What a performance here. We'll hope that Pollock's okay. Kingma to the line, though, and she does her job there, 11 for Kingma.
Slowly easing up her total scores there just on free throws and working hard.
That's right, 18-plus a game, and she's making her way. Can't get that one to go against Smith, the rebound. So only 1 tower in right now for the Panthers, number 30, Madeline Smith. As Madison Pollock gets down on an injury into Harwood. The senior drives, splits the defenders up with a shot.
Wow. And there were no fouls in there either.
6:03 left.
A 3-point game.
It has really tightened up here, ratcheted up in the fourth quarter. Big screen by Boyd. Releases Anderson. Can't get it to go. Big rebound by Callie.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
That's almost a travel. Yep.
Shaylee Harwood out there now, number 20. Inside to Smith. Fronts her. Finds Armbruster, but tips it out of bounds. Another costly turnover for Snohomish.
And that's what's going to kill you in this game. If you get turnovers in this last 5 minutes, it's just not going to pay off.
Tim Boyle now on the line. Tim from Glacier Peak High School. Tim, can you hear us? Oh, we lost Tim. We'll try and get an update from Glacier Peak. The GP boys facing the Timberwolves. Oh, we're calling him. As Anderson underhands up, can't get the roll. Rebound Smith.
Who else but Smith rebounds?
She has got a ton. Double, double, double is all I can say. Through the legs of Harwood.
And that's going to be another held ball.
Jump ball possession. Jackson. Tim Boyle on the line. What's going on there from Glacier Peak High School, Tim?
Well, hello there, gentlemen.
Hey, Tim.
Well, it's not looking good for the GP boys right now. They're down 43-30 with about a minute 40 to go in the third quarter. So, just so you know.
Oh, we lost you, Tim.
I think he was going to say, just so we know, that Big Nick Allen's not in there, and we do
Oh,
know
is
that.
Nick Allen's not in there as well, along with Luke Neal?
Luke
Neal.
I meant Luke Neal.
Armbruster there, right inside the circle. Yeah, there you go. Worthy of note, you were going to tell us we have a good game here, 3-point lead by the Panthers. Go ahead, Tim.
Nicely done. Well, GP's got 43-32 with 1:16 left, so GP's got some work to do in the fourth quarter. They're going to lose to the bottom seed, and it's going to be a tough road for them.
And who is out? Luke Neal, the senior, is not playing. Any other starters on that GP side not playing ttonight?
No, that's it. Actually, Chris Watkins got the start, but they're playing Connor Seed a lot, the little sophomore little kid, about 5'5".
Unbelievable.
Well, Tim, does it look like they got the firepower to come back in the fourth there?
Well, I think it's going to be tight. I think they're going to need some. Going to need to start shooting the ball and actually making some shots. So it's going to. I don't know. I think it's going to be a tight game here in the fourth.
All right. We'll hopefully talk to you afterwards. That's Tim Boyle, STSPN, on the spot there from Glacier Peak, right here at Jackson High School down the road. We've got a tight one here. 1-point lead. The Panthers leading by 1, but boy, Timberwolves have chipped away here at home.
Yeah. Few turnovers here in the last few minutes has made a difference here, and Jackson's taking advantage of them.
Timberwolves have dialed up the defense. You can see the hustle meter has definitely gone up. Shot clock at 13. Smith! Oh, that was Bernston. Big bucket, 8 points for Hannah Bernston. Averaging 5 a game. Again, the only
Kelly for 3.
Player. Got it!
And she's got it.
Watch out when the King Massauce gets to Boyle, baby.
No matter what happened earlier, do not leave her open.
3:31, it's all tied up.
And there's another turnover by Snohomish.
Unbelievable. The Panthers up by 5 at half, largest lead at 10. Timberwolves crawling back, and Kingma gets tied up with Armbruster. Possession, Panthers.
Wow. And I like the way you call that tied up. We don't have jump balls anymore. So we got to get off of the jump balls and get to the tied up balls, or the held balls.
You and I watched a lot of jump balls in youth basketball. Our daughter's playing.
Yeah.
Boy, that used to drive us crazy. Jump ball every 5 seconds.
Well, they were putting the ball right in their hands. So.
Armbruster. Clinton there D'ing it up. Now she gets in the grill, and errant pass. It's picked off again by Clinton. Another turnover. Clinton. Boy, Smith let her go in.
I don't believe she let her go.
Amari Clinton with 11 points. What in the world was Smith doing?
I don't know. Snohomish not handling the pressure here.
Boy, a red carpet. Armbruster nowhere to go. Spins, and a good timeout by head coach for the Panthers, Ken Roberts. And now the Jackson Timberwolves, their first lead of the half, 52-50.
First lead since the first period.
Yeah.
So Snohomish bringing the ball down and picking up the dribble. And as soon as they pick up the dribble, they get in a hard pressure press. Kind of what GP calls the scramble press, or the go crazy press.
Yeah, it's boy, Jackson, give them a lot of credit. They have scrapped mightily. Again, I think it's all been by that press. Every time they did the full court press, it was incredibly productive. As we see, good news for Panther fans and everybody, we see Pollock, Madison Pollock, the 6'1 sophomore, having an incredible night. Went down hard on her knee. Just saw her come back to the huddle.
Walking,
yeah, good point, Ron.
Yeah. And I think she's all right. I think I saw her hit her knee really hard on the side or the calf or something. I've done that, and, well, you just don't feel like walking on it when it hurts like that.
No. But it's just in Glacier Peak. Ty Chelsvik hit a bucket with no time in the third to make it 39-46. Marysville Pilchuck still on top. Everybody watching this team, again, 52-50. The home team finally has a lead as the Panthers try and get out of the pressure D. Winner here most likely taking on Arlington Friday night, the number 1 seed from the 4A North.
A lot of scrambling going on down there.
They reset the clock. 2:24 left in this one.
That's a big
Harwood!
save. No.
Rebound by her big sister. Back out to Shaley. Resets the clock. No, they got it at 14. Into Smith. Low block. Fronts her. No one there. Callie takes it on her own. Front rim. No good. Big rebound there by Anna Johnson, playing with 4 fouls for Timberwolves.
And Madison Pollock's not only walking, she's getting ready to check back into the game, Scott.
Wow, she has been the difference as Amari Clinton has come on in the closing minutes. A huge 3-ball. And driving to the lane, goes to the free throw line with a $1:51 left on the game clock, Ron.
And 2 points lead by Jackson.
And there is, as you were saying, Ron, Madison Pollock, 17 points tonight before she went down. Good to see her back in the ball game. Clinton, ice, baby, ice in her veins.
3-point lead, 151, if you're keeping track.
And Snohomish with 9 team fouls now. Take a look at that. Jackson only with 5. As Clinton hits the second one, and head coach Mark Hayner likes what he sees from his sophomore.
Help,
Pollock now. Long range 3, got it! And 1!
Wow.
Hannah Burnston bursts out a 3-ball.
Wow.
Oh my!
And a chance to tie this game up here from the line.
And the assist by who else but Pollock as she comes back into the ball game.
Didn't look like she had any trouble running. Full speed down the court.
Wowza, Anna Johnson.
I think Anna Johnson just fouled
She
out.
did. Want to thank everybody here at Jackson High School, and great hospitality here for everybody, our crew. STSBN is Burnston hits that one. 12 points, no bigger than that 3, Ron. $1:38 left to go in this game.
This is going to be turnovers or 3-pointer, and there's
Got it!
Kelly Kigma with a 3. Nothing bigger than that, like you said.
It is a 3-ball bonanza here at Jackson High School. These girls want it. Armbruster. No. Big rebound. Smith back up. She's fouled by Kingma or Kip.
All by somebody.
Minute 16 left to go. Jackson now with a 3-point lead, and that is on Kingma, her second. Trying to go to that winner's bracket, and Smith misses the first. Big miss there, but a tremendous game by Madeline Smith tonight.
This is a key free throw right here because that 3 points is going to go to 2 with that one.
There you go. 17 on the night. Got to be a season high by Pollock and by Smith for Snohomish. 108, 57, 55. But Clinton slips down baseline row. And it's tipped out, and it's going to be Jackson again.
That was a bad pass by Madeline Smith over there, and a big turnover. 59 seconds. Jackson in possession with a 4-point lead. Needs something big to happen for Snohomish right now, like a quick turnover. Inbounds play, and it's going forever.
Errant pass, Sierra Anderson. It's an inbound, so Sierra's going to take her time. Guarded by Burnston. 52 seconds, 22 seconds left on the shot clock.
Coach Ken Roberts says we're not going to foul. We're going to let him run it out.
Big screen coming by Boyd all night. She's been doing that. Good switch by Smith. Sierra.
Good ball handling by Sierra there.
7 seconds on the shot clock. 5. Double team. Errant pass to Kip out of bounds. Snohomish ball with 30.9 on the clock.
30.9 and 4 points. We need a 3-point shot with a foul to turn it into a 4-point play.
Jackson pressing. Pollock. She's been the general all night. Smith goes down, 3, short. Tipped by Brewster into Boyd's hand. Jackson with the ball, 19 seconds, up by 4. This might do it. Snohomish Panthers leading all the way here, Ron, until the closing minutes.
Just got those turnovers and those last-minute things happen. But if Madeline Smith hadn't gone down, I think we might have had a different outcome of this game.
Yeah, I agree. Pollock.
She's kind of the spark plug in there and the scoring threat that she had going. So
she got it all going, as we see in the far corner. Head coach for boys Jackson basketball, Steve Johnson. Sierra Anderson has been money. 18 points, a timeout on the floor. 18 points for Anderson and 18.2 left in this playoff basketball.
And Kelly's got 18, I think. You got her done for 18?
I have Kingma down I have 17, but 17. I could be off by 1.
Yeah.
We'll be back with the exciting finish right after this. Playoff basketball nowhere else except STSPN.com. Scott Oshman along with Ron Henthorn, executive producer, Todd Elvig here, Jackson High School, our opening night for playoff basketball. It has been entertaining to say the least, Mr. Henthorn. Ron the Wedge Henthorn, I tell you.
Well, not much wedging going on here tonight, but a lot of turnovers and a lot of good basketball. And then the three-pointer has, again, made this game what it turned out to be, I think, as Sierra Anderson goes to the line.
She's been tremendous from the line, and she adds to her great total. The senior, 19 points. I want to say she's either going to Portland, University of Portland, down to play basketball. Pollock hits the line, D'd up by Amari Clinton, and Clinton has had some huge minutes here in the fourth.
Wow, that ought to do it. 15 seconds. All they got to do is inbounds the ball.
And they'll give it to their senior as Bernstein's trying to foul her and trying to get the call. Clock cuts down to 11 seconds.
Jeff McCollum wasn't going to call that foul over. He's coming over here smiling like, what are you waiting on, Jeff?
Kind of a grin on his face.
Well,
these guys do a great job.
I got to tell you that with a 6-point lead and 10 or 15 seconds left, I don't think that fouling is the right thing to do. You got to go for the steal. And I think he was giving her a chance to do that.
Anderson, 20 points, and we have called it here. Our STSPN playoff player of the game is senior at the line, Sierra Anderson. 21 points, unofficial on our stat sheet, but a unbelievable effort as Shaylee Harwood comes in. She'll hit the layup as time gets down to 2 seconds, and that'll do it.
A 6-point win for Jackson here after a hard struggle all the way to the very end.
Boy, the Timberwolves survived a Panther attack tonight here in the red. Huge props out to the Snohomish Panthers. Ken Roberts, their seniors. They will go down. They will go down in the other bracket on the other side. Still a chance to go to the big regionals for the Panthers. Again, the third seed coming in tonight, as they will most likely play Kamiak. I'm trying to get a score on that Arlington Kamiak game, and that will be February 13th at 7 p.m., and that will be at Snohomish High School. And we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to go get Sierra Anderson, our Snohomish Times Sports Network player of the game. Stay with us.
Teams are left? In the brackets? I don't know for sure. I haven't gotten all those scores, but I know that Edmonds Woodway is beating Monroe. So bet. I mean, they're beating them by a lot. It was late in the third, and it was 36-25.
Check, 1-2. Okay, wow. I'm trying to catch my breath. We're here with our STSBN player of the game, the senior Sierra Anderson. 21 points tonight, many from the free throw line. They counted late. What was the conversation when you were down at halftime and down 10, as many as 10 even in the third quarter tonight, Sierra?
Well, we definitely talked about having poise towards the end and knowing the strengths within our team and knowing that we have the capability to do anything if we put our minds to it. So we were just really talking about, keeping up that positive mindset and really striving, because we know that we can, if we play like how we can play, we can compete with a lot of teams. So we're just really focused on that.
Well, it was your defense that we think Ron Henther and I got you back. You started that press on and off to Snohomish, bothered them, made the big run. Your great teammate Kelly Kingma was slow here in the beginning. You had huge buckets to kind of keep you in it. Talk about that pressure and your head coach, first year Mark Hayner. How did he decide to get back to the pressure full court?
Yeah, so we've been working a lot on our press break, not a press break, our pressure, our full court press, and we have a lot of really strong fast guards, and we have a lot of post players who are quick. So we definitely wanted to focus on that, and we knew that we could use those skills and those things to our advantage during the game. So we definitely wanted to look for that.
Well, it has been step up for the Jackson Timberwolves girls. You had Faith Aline go down. You've had some other kids. You guys have been a tremendous job. You're battle tested. Last year you went far in the districts. Most likely, we don't have a score, but most likely you'll play Friday night, Valentine's Day. What do you want for your Valentine's gift?
Hey, a win would be great. A win in that state, the road to the state. That's all I want.
And you've committed somewhere for next year, haven't you?
Yeah, I've committed to the University of Montana. I'm gonna be a Lady Grizz. I'm really excited about it. So
fantastic. I was wrong earlier. I had Portland for some reason in my brain, but tremendous night tonight. 21 points for Sierra Anderson. You averaged 16, so you really had to put the team on your back. Kelly Kingma, a huge three. Congratulations. Good luck Friday night.
Thank you so
Sierra
much.
Anderson, absolutely our player of the game. Stay tuned to STSBN Friday night. Actually, tomorrow night we'll have more playoff basketball. For Ron Henthorne, Todd Elvig, our executive producer, everybody here, we'll say goodnight for now.
Yeah,
Jackson Timberwolves come back 63-57 on the Panthers. Thank you.
Thanks.
Good job.